today. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, this is Madden NFL 21.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the New York Jets. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here now comes the Jets offense, and the man that will be captaining the ship at 6'3", it's Sam Darnold.
I love how he exploded on the national scene his redshirt freshman year when, at the beginning of the season, he was not named the starting quarterback. But when USC was struggling, he got an opportunity. And by the end of the year, the Rose Bowl MVP, an epic shootout with Penn State, and put him on the NFL radar in a big way.
Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a draw play for Gore. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
A terrific athlete, started at wide receiver before becoming the starting quarterback at Texas A&M, and also took his studies pretty seriously as well. He was a biology major at Texas A&M, planned to become an orthopedic surgeon, but being the 8th pick in the NFL draft, that paid just a little bit better.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Draw play, this is Henry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack him because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. To throw, Tannehill steps away to his left. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns third and goal into a touchdown.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Jones on
the run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
They run. It's Gore. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw, Darnold. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Titans 7, Jets 0.
On 1st down, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
A.J. Brown.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 29 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Now it's Darnold. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. He'll take it at the 42. Oh, and now some space to operate. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
25-yard line.
Darnold from the gun. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward.
And Darnold, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
A first down carry for Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. On 2nd down and 4, Tannehill. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Terrell Basham. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. The open man is Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
The point after try for Gostkowski. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Tennessee score.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
New York set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now, back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Again, Darnold. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Darnold to throw again. And that one will fall incomplete.
Intended
clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Brings up third down and 10.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And this one is right through. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Titans take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
He's got a man, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now it's Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. Man open left side is Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 30.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Tannehill getting this complete to Smith. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
2nd and 5.
Derrick Henry. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
On 3rd and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a first down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers? A really nice run.
On first down, Henry. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
Set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Daquan Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the 3rd quarter, but really the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was, you just got to focus on continuing to run the football. And really, that takes the pressure off of the guy throwing.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 59 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. Now, you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle it, get it. And after that last touchdown, I'll bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Desmond King making the tackle. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
That's good for a Jet.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Darnold on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling has been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Screen play, Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Defense.
What was that, Russ?
Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8.
Now Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims there to make the grab. And the Jets are at least able to knock the deficit down a bit.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
Ball carrier.
In on the stop that time, Terrell Basham. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
They'll run it again with Henry. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. Directly over him. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards to pick up there.
He was brought down by Bradley McDougald. It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Titans first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
A gain of 3, second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
Throwing now, Tannehill. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that will extend this big lead.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25.
New York ready to go again offensively. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
3 yards to go.
And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Pulled in at the 24. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A.J. Brown and the Titans getting the ball back here. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up.
Derrick Henry all alone. The 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
at their own 25.
So out now come the Jets. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them.